Welcome to yoga. My name is Dia, and I am the founder of Everybody Yoga because I truly believe that everybody is a yoga body. Today, we will be doing part 3 of our Yoga Strong series. Today, we will be working our lower body. So we've done upper body, we've done abs or core, and we're also going to do lower body today. So all you'll need for this practice is something soft beneath you. I'm on my mat. You can bring a chair as well. If you find that your balance is a little shaky, you can always bring a chair to help support you during this practice. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to come to the middle of your mat or to the front of your space. I invite you to close your eyes here. We're going to take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Again, in through the nose, out through the nose. Once more, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Start to blink your eyes open. We're going to start with some knee hugs. So here, if you feel like you need a little extra balance, you can grab onto your chair and just hug your knee in with the opposite hand. If you don't need the chair, you can just come here. And we're going to switch from side to side, hugging the knee in. Stretches down the back of the leg, hamstring and the glutes. Just moving from side to side, hugging the knee in. Breathing as we move. Once more on each side. Next, we're going to go to some hip circles. So here again, you can grab onto your chair if you need to. We're going to go around, back, tapping the toe down, and then bring it back around. So imagine that you're doing some hurdle jumping. We just got done with the Olympics last year, so we won't see it again for another 4 years. But you may know some track and field people that like to run and jump hurdles. So you're thinking about bringing that knee up and over. Once more on this side. Then we're going to take it to the opposite side. Knee up, over, tapping the toe behind, and then back over. So knee up into the chest, taking it around, and then coming back. Your circle may not be as big as mine. It might be bigger than mine. You know, everybody's hip flexibility is different. Bring it around town. There we go. Once more. And, okay. Got our hips warm up. Take a little side to side here. Move your chair just out of the way a little bit. We're going to come to the top of the mat. I'm going to take a big inhale. Palms to touch. Exhale, folding forward. Generous bend in the knees. Top of the head extends down toward the mat. Hands can come to the mat. They may come to your shins if you have some blocks handy. They may come to the blocks. Double breaths here. If you're using your blocks, move them out of the way. Bend in the knees, bring your hands down to the mat and step back to our down dog here. We're going to pedal out the heels, stretching down the back of the legs. Hands are gripping into the mat. Hips up toward the ceiling. Pedaling out our heels, stretching out the back of our legs. Bring both heels down toward the mat. Look up toward the top of the mat, bend the knees. Step your way up toward the top of the mat. Now if you got to take a few steps to get there, that's fine too. We're all in different places of our practice. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. No movement is wrong. Do it the best way that suits you. Okay, we're going to now we're going to start in for our crescent lunge. So our first lower body move is the crescent lunge pulse. So what the crescent lunge is, you're going to take the right leg back, and you want to think about your feet being on train tracks here. You're up on the toe of that right foot. Left knee is bent, arms up. This is our crescent lunge. So what we're gonna do is pulses. So we're gonna take it down and up, down and up. That's gonna be our crescent lunge pulse. So the first time we're gonna do 5 times on each leg. The next time we'll do 8 and then we'll do 10. So firming up through that quad there, take a big inhale, exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stepping together, taking the left leg back, arms up by the ears, inhale, and exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stepping back together. So that's 5 on the first leg. We're gonna take the right leg back again. We're gonna try to keep this back leg straight. Left knee is bent, so when we come up, we're pulsing like this. See? Right leg continues to be straight, left knee is what's bending. Okay? In our crescent lunge, take a big inhale, straighten, exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, step it back together. Take that left leg back. Now, you don't have to be as deep in your lunge as I am. You can be here and pulse here. Whatever is comfortable for you. Take a big inhale, straighten through that right leg, and exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Stepping legs back together. We've got one more time on each leg. We have one more time on each leg. We're gonna step the right leg back. We're gonna do 10 pulses this time. Stepping the right leg back, feet on train tracks, left knee bent, arms up by the ears, take a big inhale, exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more is 10. Okay, stepping it together. Take the left leg back. Right knee is bent. You can even have your hands on the hips. Instead of doing the arms up, if your arms are getting a little tired, you can keep your hands here on the hips. Take a big inhale, exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more is 10. And step it together. Woo. Burn in the quads. Burn in the quads. So now we're gonna do our crescent lunge, the warrior 3. So what does that look like? And I'm gonna face toward the back of the mat because my chair is here, so I don't scare the dog. So that's gonna be right leg back, crescent lunge, okay? Then you're gonna push through to warrior 3. Then you're gonna step back, crescent lunge, push forward, warrior 3. Now, if you don't need the mat, if you don't need the chair, then it's gonna look like this. Crescent lunge, warrior 3. Crescent lunge to warrior 3. So whichever one is better for you. You can always use the chair. It's there to support you. Whatever you need to support your practice. So we're gonna do that 10 times. We'll do that 10 times on each leg, and then we'll move to our next exercise because these can be a little challenging. So you wanna make sure that you take your time, okay? So, right leg back. Chair is close if you need it. Okay, so crescent lunge, big inhale, exhale, warrior three. So in my warrior three, toes are pointing down toward the mat, hip is pointing down toward the mat, and then we're gonna step back, bending through that left leg, right leg is straight. That's one. Warrior three, two, warrior three, that's three, warrior three, that's four, warrior three, that's five, warrior three, that's six, seven, it's burning now, 8, 2 more, 9, woo, 1 more, you can do it, talking to myself, 10, woo, back in the crescent lunge, that standing leg, woo, it gets all the burn on that one. So we're gonna go back and do it again on the opposite side for 10 times. Stretch it out a little bit. So that time we had the right leg back. This time we'll have the left leg back. So all of the work is gonna be in our right hamstring, glutes. Okay. Arms up by the ears. Big inhale. Exhale. Warrior three. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Seven. 8. Use your chair if you need to. 9, and 1 more. Oh, hold it. 10. Step together. Woo. So, even more advanced yoga practitioners lose their balance sometimes. I don't want to call myself advanced, maybe a little bit more advanced, but I definitely don't consider myself advanced. But we're all human, not gonna be perfect every time. So it's okay to see a little imperfection at times. So we'll take a few deep breaths here. 1 more. Okay. Our last exercise in this lower body is the goddess pose. So you're gonna take your legs out wide, toes pointing out toward the corners of the mat. So goddess pose, toes out, heels in, sit down. So this is our goddess pose, okay? So you wanna make sure that your knees are pushing out here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pulse in a goddess pose. And then we're gonna go from one side, raising the right heel, and then you'll raise the left heel. So you wanna try to keep as low as you can in your pulse, in your goddess pose here. So if you're here, that's fine. If you're like, I got this, that's fine too. Just whatever works for you. Push yourself a little bit. So here in our goddess pose, you can bring your hands to the hips. You can bring your hands to heart center, whatever is suitable for you. So come down into our goddess pose. We're gonna pulse here. So our movement is at the bottom. So we're pulsing here. So let's go. 10, 9, pushing the knees out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bringing it on up. Can you feel the burn? I definitely feel the burn. Big deep breath in here. Coming back into our goddess pose. Taking the right heel up. Right heel up, left heel down, and we pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push the knees out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the right heel, stand it on up. The burn is real. All right, we're gonna go to the opposite side, and that'll be our last time for our goddess pulse on the left side with the left heel up. We're coming down to goddess, hands at heart center. I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips this time. Bring the left heel up off of the mat, down into the goddess, pushing that right and left knee away, and we pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, standing it up. Bringing the legs together. Checking it out. The burn is real. So let's stretch it out. Let's cool it down. Come on down to the mat. No. Let's stretch it out. Let's cool it down. We're going to stay standing. Bring your chair close to you if you have it. We're going to grab the back of that foot. Either foot, it doesn't matter, for a quad stretch. So using the chair support here if you need. You want to look down, push your hips forward. Bring that knee back in line with the other knee for our quad stretch. Bring the heel in toward the bottom. Feeling the stretch down the front of whichever leg is up. Okay. We're going to switch and do it on the opposite side. Catching it here. Bringing the knee back. I'm just going to come over to the side so you can see a little bit better. Bringing that knee back in line. The heel is in toward the glutes. Pushing the hips forward. Stretching through the front of the hip here. Wide stretch. Bring the legs out wide. Using a chair as support, and just go from side to side, stretching out the inner thigh of each leg. We bring it over this way. Feel a little bit better. We're gonna go from side to side, pushing the hips back. So hips back. Feeling the stretch in each side of the inner thigh. That's what we were working in that goddess pose. And then we're gonna just hold it. Breathing in here and out. Take it to the opposite side, holding. Okay, when it come back up, we're gonna go back to our knee hugs too. That's what stretches our glutes. Holding that knee in as close as you can to the belly. Go to the opposite side. Use your chair if you need to. For a little added bonus, we'll do a standing figure 4. Grab your chair, cross that left ankle over the right knee and sit back. Okay? You don't have to sit back far. And you'll be able to feel that stretch all down the back of that left leg. Okay, let's do the opposite side. Sitting back, using the chair to support you if you need it for the extra balance. To feel that stretch and the back of that right hamstring and glute. Okay, stand it on up. That concludes our lower body workout. And the scripture for our Yoga Strong series has been, and will continue to be every day, because we're Yoga Strong every day, Philippians 4:13, that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Thank you so much for joining me for our lower body part of our Yoga Strong series. I pray that you got a burn the same way I did. And I hope that you will join me in videos in the future. If you would, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what other things you might want to see on my channel as well. Thank you so much for joining me. The light within me recognizes and honors the light within each of you as we bow together. Namaste.